This is Ghost Kitchen Gurus. Beyond the blueprint, welcome to the future of food.
And your ultimate guide to mastering it. I'm Will.
And I'm Brian.
Join us as we build virtual empires, one bite at a time.
This is Ghost Kitchen Gurus. Beyond the blueprint, welcome to the future of food.
And your ultimate guide to mastering it. I'm Will.
And I'm Brian.
Join us as we build virtual empires, one bite at a time.
Ghost kitchens are transforming the restaurant industry faster than anyone predicted, with the market expected to hit $71.4 billion by 2027. But what's fascinating is how many entrepreneurs are rushing into this space without understanding what it really takes to succeed.
That's such an interesting point about the market growth. I've been watching how it's reshaping traditional food service models completely.
Well, here's what's really surprising. I was talking to a successful ghost kitchen operator last week who shared that nearly 60% of new ventures fail within the first year, mainly because people underestimate the complexity of the business model.
That's a pretty sobering statistic. What do you think is the main factor behind those failures?
You know, it's fascinating. The data shows it's rarely about the food quality. It's actually about the mismatch between the operator's skills and the demands of running a digital-first business. I mean, we're talking about people who need to be equally comfortable analyzing delivery app algorithms as they are creating recipes.
Well, that certainly flips the traditional restaurant model on its head, where being a great chef was often enough to get started.
Exactly right. And here's what's really interesting. Successful ghost kitchen operators typically spend only about 30% of their time on food preparation. The rest is devoted to digital marketing, data analysis, and supply chain management.
That's exactly why personality fit is so crucial in this space. How are people evaluating whether they're suited for this kind of operation?
So I've been studying this, and there's actually a fascinating assessment framework that successful operators use. First, they look at their comfort with technology. Can you manage multiple delivery platforms simultaneously? Second, they evaluate their risk tolerance. Are you okay with potentially changing your entire menu based on data? And third, they assess their financial runway. Most successful operators recommend having at least 8 to 12 months of operating capital.
Speaking of financial requirements, what are the typical startup costs looking like these days?
Well, the numbers might surprise you. While a traditional restaurant might require $500,000 or more to launch, a ghost kitchen can start with as little as $30,000. But, and this is crucial, those who invest closer to $100,000 in their initial setup have a 40% higher success rate in their first year.
That's really interesting how the initial investment correlates with success rates.
And here's another surprising finding. Ghost kitchens that launch with multiple concepts from day one actually have a lower success rate than those that start with a single, well-executed concept and expand later. The data shows a 35% higher survival rate for single concept launches.
Well, that certainly challenges the common wisdom about diversification being safer.
You know what else is fascinating? The most successful operators typically have backgrounds in data analytics or digital marketing rather than traditional culinary careers. One study showed that 65% of profitable ghost kitchen owners had previous experience in tech or e-commerce.
That really underscores how different this business model is from traditional restaurants. You know, Brian, we talk a lot about the incredible potential of ghost kitchens, but I know that first step can feel overwhelming. You might have a great idea, but how do you turn it into a profitable, efficient operation in this fast-paced world?
That's where Culinary Clouds comes in. If you're looking to launch, manage, and scale a successful virtual restaurant, you need the Ghost Kitchen Startup Bible. This isn't just theory. It's a practical blueprint from a true authority in the industry, drawing on years of real-world experience. And to take it even further, Culinary Clouds also brings you the Launch and Grow Your Ghost Kitchen Empire online course. This course is your ultimate companion, breaking down every strategy, from essential tech integration and building efficient operations to smart branding and mastering the digital delivery game.
What makes these resources so vital today? Culinary Cloud's unique focus isn't just about building a business. It's about helping you craft a career that thrives with AI, not one that's threatened by it. This is about leveraging modern tools and smart strategies to your advantage. ensuring your future in food is secure and prosperous.
So if you're ready to stop dreaming and start doing, to build an agile, profitable food business in this new era, you need the Ghost Kitchen Startup Bible and the Culinary Clouds online course. Find links to both in our show notes. Take that crucial next step today. Now let's talk about location strategy. Unlike traditional restaurants, ghost kitchens actually perform better in industrial areas with lower rent, as long as they're within a 15-minute delivery radius of their target market. The data shows a 25% higher profit margin for these locations compared to prime retail spots.
So, if we're looking at the key success factors, what would you say are the absolute must-haves?
Based on the research, there are three critical elements: strong technological infrastructure, including integration with at least three major delivery platforms, a data-driven approach to menu optimization. Successful operators adjust their menus every 6 to 8 weeks based on performance data, and robust inventory management systems. The most profitable operations maintain food costs at 28 to 32% through careful tracking and forecasting.
Those are really specific metrics to aim for. What about the different business models available?
Well, here's what's interesting about the models. The success rates vary significantly. Independent operators have about a 40% success rate in their first year, while those working with established incubator programs see success rates closer to 65%. But, and this is crucial, the profit margins are typically 15 to 20% higher for independent operators who make it past that first year.
That's quite a trade-off between security and potential returns.
And looking ahead, the industry is evolving rapidly. We're seeing new hybrid models emerge where operators start with an incubator program but transition to independence after reaching certain performance metrics. These hybrid approaches are showing promising early results, with success rates around 55% and margins comparable to independent operations.
Well, it sounds like the key is really matching your model to your capabilities and goals.
Exactly right. And that's perhaps the most important takeaway. The data shows that operators who spend at least 3 months in the planning phase, conducting market research, and honestly assessing their capabilities have a 70% higher chance of still being in business after 2 years. It's not about jumping in fast, it's about jumping in smart.
Ghost Kitchen Gurus, live in the dream. 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 Invisible hands, crafting magic with care. No need for a table, we'll meet you anywhere. Books in the dark, flavors fill the air. Ghost Kitchen Gurus, beyond compare. Yeah.